this heat. Toronto got the recipe.
Yo, slowest, brokest, maddest, saddest day. You have to show up no matter what you have going on.
Today I came to the class because I took the online virtual class and I just felt like it wasn't enough. You need to be in the room and ask the questions up front in their faces. So I came in person to get the gems and be able to help other people.
Hey y'all, I'm Brandy. I traveled all the way from Houston, Texas to hear Meek and her friends speak about business and entrepreneurship. I really took home a lot of gems. I think what I loved the most was the information that I got about using other people's money to purchase real estate. Also, Meek really touched on a sensitive topic of showing up and being consistent. So I think like we all make so many excuses when it comes to showing up for our business. So I am going to take what she said and just show up every day. Show up on social media, show up when it comes to engaging with my following, and really try to catapult my business using those methods that I learned today.
What is the hardest thing to you guys about making money on social media?
Consistency and content.
Absolutely. Consistency.
Hi, my name is Latyra with Thai Scrubs Palace. I discovered Meek on Instagram, and I seen that she had the first Black woman university in the city that I'm from, which is Vallejo. So I started following her page. Then after that, I started seeing the classes and everything that she was offering, and I decided to go virtual when she did the class in Houston. So this time I decided to come in person because it was a lot of information that was given that I really needed for my business.
Stop making excuses and get your shit together and make something happen.
I'm Jamaica. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm an esthetician. I've been an esthetician since 2018, so about 3 years, and I'm also a esthetician instructor.
Okay, and what made you get into this field?
I honestly can't tell you one specific thing. I just feel like I was moved in this direction. I knew I wasn't happy in the field that I was in, which was the oil and gas industry, which is big here in Houston. But I really didn't have any goals. I really didn't have any aspirations. Don't get me wrong, it's a good field to be in. It really is. I enjoyed my time there, and I think it really prepared me to be the person and the profession that I'm in today. But I never thought that I would be my own boss. Never thought I would be an entrepreneur. I never saw myself doing what I'm doing today, but I am glad that I'm doing it. I feel like I'm living in my purpose. I'm happy to be in the beauty industry. I'm happy to be helping others with their skin. I've always suffered with skincare problems all of my life. So to be able to help people with their skincare problems or anything with just beauty, I'm happy to be in the field and actually be living my purpose. And that's what I feel like I'm doing now, and I feel like it's just the beginning.
Okay. So when you said that you suffered with skin problems, when did that start?
Well, it actually runs in my family. My mom and it just runs in my family. Acne skin. So I'm going to say I can remember as far back as seeing my pictures 12 and 13. I guess puberty. That's when it began. But ever since then, I never went to an esthetician, didn't know what an esthetician was. Never really saw a really good dermatologist. I just tried to treat it as best as I could, and my mom did what she could, but we really didn't know about like estheticians and all of that. So I suffered with it for a while, and until I actually got in the field, I was able to kind of get it under control.
Okay. So did you having skin problems, did it mess with your self-esteem going
It
forward?
did. It really did. It really, really did. I wouldn't go anywhere without makeup, foundation on my face. I just wasn't comfortable wearing my back out because I had acne on my back, my shoulders, my arms. I wasn't comfortable. So I feel like I went through that so I can help others that are going through that because I understand where they're coming from. So I'm able to help them and I'm able to empathize with them and understand where they're coming from. So my goal is with my clients, for my clients that wear makeup every day, you don't have to wear makeup every day.
What was your life like before when you were growing up?
I grew up as an only child and the only grandchild for about 13 years before my mom got married and had other kids. Me and my mom were close, but she was a single mom, and she did what she could. I took up when my sister and brother were born. It was a 13 and 15-year difference in our age, so it really was a gap in my siblings and our connection. I grew up, my mom was still young. I grew up hanging around like a lot. I have a lot of play cousins, let me say that. You know, I had play cousins in, Third Ward. I had play cousins in South Park. I spent a lot of time at my godmother's house in South Park. I had play cousins here and there. It caused me to, I was really close to my grandmother, but she died when I was 19 because I was the only grandchild, so until I was 13. So that I was really, really close with her. That took a toll on me. My dad has other kids, so
Close with them?
my brother died. It'll be 8 years in January. We were very, very close. No, he was about to be 30, and we're 6 years apart. But we were best friends, and he passed away. And I was there with him when he passed away.
How did he pass away?
He had kidney failure. And ironically, the last night before he passed, he asked me to stay with him that night. I didn't know that it was going to be his last night. But I was glad I was able to spend that night with him, and I still didn't know that it was going to be his last night there. I think I was in denial. We were very close. We were actually working together at the time. We lived in the same area. We both moved to Katy. He was very close with my kids. He was a great uncle. My stepdad, when my mom remarried my stepdad, that was Rocky. He was a preacher.
Okay.
So I grew up in the church. We had a pretty good. We were pretty stable when she was with him, but he was on drugs, and that ultimately caused them to have a divorce. And my sister and brother, which are his kids, didn't really get a chance to be around their dad as much as I did because I was with him at the time when he was married with my mom. So he and I were very, very close. And he died about 6 years ago. So I'm going to say this. My sister and brother, I often took on the role as being a mom to them. My sister told me that, I taught her a lot of things. And my brother is autistic and deaf. So, and now we're dealing with my mom having schizophrenia.
Okay, so how did you know that when you were growing up, or is it just something that's new?
It's new. We knew, okay, so I didn't know that my mom battled depression or schizophrenia. We didn't know this until, this is new, like within the last 5 years. And it got so bad because my mom was, independent. She was a single lady, still taking care of my sister and brother, kind of supporting my sister through college. But within these last recent years, she took a downfall, and they ended up all having to come move in with me and my family within the last couple of years.
So when you mean all, who was with her?
So my sister and brother and my mom.
How did you meet Meek University, and how did you start knowing her?
So my name is Jamaica. So when I was coming up with my business name, you're supposed to Google your name. So one of my business names is Meek Aesthetics, and that was so I have the DBA for Meek Aesthetics, but I went with Echelon Beauty Lab. So that's one of my, so I looked and I saw her and I was like, oh, she cool, and I saw a couple of her things, but I saw my cousin, Kenny Man, he posted her. And because he helped her get in a house here in Houston. So I was like, oh, okay, this, okay, I remember her, she's kind of dope. And I started following her and watching her, and I reached out to her. I was like, hey, come get a welcome to Houston facial, on me, And she was like, okay, and, we kind of just went from there.
I'm doing good. How are you, Meek? I'm good. So tell me a little bit about your business.
So I'm an esthetician, and I've been an esthetician for about 3 years. So now I'm about to expand into a bigger space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to hire some people to come into my space to help me out a little bit. So,
Okay, that sounds exciting.
yes.
So you're gonna hire other estheticians, or
Well, I have someone that's going to come in that does nails.
Okay.
And they're going to come in and rent out a suite,
okay,
and they're going to do nails inside of the suite. I have 3 suites available, and they're going to occupy one.
okay, cool. So when are you opening?
I'm going to open within the next month.
Girl, that does not sound convincing at all. Like, I need to hear a date. See, what happens is, I need a date. You
The
put
tar-
a date on it, it's gonna like push you to get prepared for that date. So,
My target date is November 16th.
oh, okay. So it's not pushed too far out. Is that really your target date, or you bullshitting me?
No, I'm going to be there working on November 16th.
Okay, cool. So are you gonna have a grand opening and all that stuff?
I do plan on having a grand opening, but it will be when I get like all of my stuff in order. I want it to look nice. So
Okay.
I'm going to wait until maybe the first of the year.
Okay. It looked like you was gonna say May. I was just like, no, first of the year. That's good. That's good. So you're expanding, like, what kind of space are you currently working in?
So currently I'm inside of a shop. I'm inside of 360 Degrees Hair Salon.
Okay.
And I occupy a suite inside of there. My
Okay.
suite is about 200 to 300 square feet.
Okay.
So now I want to have a suite inside of my own place,
Okay.
but I want to work out of at least 2 suites.
Okay.
So I have 3 suites inside of my salon, and I'm going to have someone occupy and rent out one of the suites.
Okay.
And I'll work out of the other 2.
Okay.
To give me a little bit more space, I want to add more services and stuff like that.
Okay. So how are you gonna work out of 2 suites? So what are you gonna do in the first suite?
So in my first one, I'm going to do my facials, and then the other one I can do my waxing or my vaginal steam.
Okay. So do you offer any classes? Do you teach other people? Like, what does that look like?
Currently, no.
Okay. So are you not interested in that, or
I am.
you are?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. So is there like a special certification or something you need to teach, or no?
Yes, I do have my certification. I'm a licensed instructor for aesthetics.
So you're a licensed instructor, but you're not teaching other people. I'm confused.
Yeah, because
You overthinking. Okay, great. Bet. So it's important to tap into digital products, right? And I mean, of course, you have to do things the way you see fit, but you are expanding, and you could be utilizing some of that space to teach classes. Have you ever taught like any one-on-one or group classes or anything like that?
I haven't, not in my own space. Inside of the school, when I was going to school to be an instructor, yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. So your excuse is because you didn't have a space?
I don't have an excuse.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
I'm Jamaica, and I'm the owner, CEO, boss of Echelon Beauty Lab in
Okay.
Houston, Texas.
All right. I love that Echelon Beauty Lab.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so to get back to the location, so you'll be able to offer classes and stuff like that.
Yes, I am. I'm pretty excited about it. I have a bigger space, and also my building offers, they have conference rooms that I'm able to utilize.
Okay. Okay, cool. Make sure you utilize them. Because you over there like looking down and blinking your eyes like you lost.
Yeah, yes.
Why'd you get the instructor certification if you weren't going to use it?
I just haven't yet.
Okay.
I just, I just didn't know where to begin.
Okay.
I don't know how to go about with the, like with instruction manuals
Okay.
and things like that. So
Okay.
that's just kind of been on the back burner for me until I kind of figure that.
Okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense. I'll take that. As far as the facials, are you using your own products for your facials, or that smile tells it all? Y'all need to tap into products. Like it is. So I have this thing. Every service-based business needs to offer a product. Your smile just told me you don't offer products, and I want to know why.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of people that have their own products.
Okay.
And those people, their clients come to me and their skin is messed up.
Okay. You could have cursed, but go
Okay,
ahead.
well, it's fucked up. So, I want to take my time. I want to
Okay.
make sure I'm using the correct products, the correct ingredients in the products. I want to take my time with it. I don't want to put out no bullshit. I want to make sure my stuff works. My name is behind it. I'm very passionate about it.
Okay.
I want to use products that can go in the store and sell. I want to see my stuff on the shelves.
All right.
That's my goal.
Makes sense. So I can help, like myself and my team, we can help you put together a manual to do the instruction part, if that's something that you want to do.
Yeah,
That's one of your issues.
Yeah, I don't know where to begin. I don't know
Okay.
where to start. I need
Okay.
to know,
Okay.
and I don't know like the percentages of the ingredients and things like that. Those are the kind of things that I, try to think about,
Okay.
when it comes to my products.
Okay. So, that's understandable. I do want you to focus a little bit on some digital products.
Okay.
Digital products, that's money in your sleep, it's money on demand. Once you create it, it's made, people will buy it, people in other places, cities, states, countries can tap into that. You can put, you can put something like super simple together, like a 7-day regimen to wash your face every day. Some people just wash their face with a towel, or different things like that.
Right.
So you can tell them like what to do. You can also kind of let people know that it's certain foods and stuff that they eat, the reason that there's certain things happening with their skin. There's a lot of different digital products that you can tap into. So me and my team will put together something for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And help you kind of scale and take things to the next level. As far as you doing the facials, like you see yourself doing facials for the next like 5 to 10 years, or like, so you don't like it?
I love it.
Oh,
But I'm getting up in age, and I want to work smarter, not harder.
okay,
I would like to train other people to do it.
okay. That's where the real money at.
Really?
Like, yes, most people that are behind the chairs, whether they're cosmetologists, estheticians, whatever, like once you take that leap and stop doing the actual service and focus on teaching, that's when you'll really see your money go up, because you can do so many different things. You can do in-person classes, you can travel, You could go state to state. You can do virtual classes, right? Like especially during COVID, like we were really doing a lot of virtual stuff. There were no like in-person classes.
I didn't even think about the virtual, but I'm definitely interested in traveling and training. That's
right. Why not?
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever like thought about that or no?
I have. I've thought about traveling and training. That's a huge goal for me.
Okay. Why is it huge?
Because I never thought of it before.
Okay.
You
pick up the phone, you call a hotel, you book it, you advertise it, you sell tickets, and you go teach.
Is that easy?
Get your bag and come back home.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. So do you have any questions for me?
So you said that you will come up with a manual for me and to help me get it started, and I really just need a boost. I think once I figure out how to do it, then I can just take off and get it done.
Okay. And that's what happens with most people. So I get it. I get it. So we'll put together a plan for you, and then we can go over it, and then you have any questions or anything that you come up with, you just, reach out and let us know.
Okay.
Any other questions or thoughts?
I can't think of anything right now, but I know how to get in contact with you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
My name is Terry Nick Marie, but I go by Juicy a lot too. I come from Vallejo, California, Bay Area. I'm an esthetician, so I do eyelash extensions, and I also manufacture my own products so I can sell it to girls in the industry.
Okay, and what type of products do you sell?
Eyelash extension products, so it's a full line for all lash artists out there. They can buy straight for me, and it will help them with their career. And it's good quality products. I tested them for a long time.
So what do you do for a living?
I got tapped in. At first, I was a dental assistant, but I got inspired to do beauty when I was actually with my mom when she was going to get her eyebrows microbladed. And we went to an institution, and I saw the girl doing lashes. I was like, I'm going to come back and do that. Like, something was calling me to it. And I ended up teaching myself because I couldn't afford to take the class. So I ordered my kit, and I watched YouTube videos, and God kind of just gave me the gift. And now I'm like one of the best in my city. Yeah.
So, how is the beauty industry? Who is the beauty? Is there a beauty community in your city?
I would say it's not as big. Girls are more so like in their own bubble, which it should be, which I am trying to build now as a community for us to come together, because it's not about you doing your thing, you doing your thing. It's about sisterhood coming together. I feel like if more girls believed in that, we would be way further. Instead of looking at girls as a competition, look at her like your sister. Like, let's uplift each other.
Okay.
But
So where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years in the beauty industry?
Definitely being a motivational speaker for girls trying to start their way. That's why I want to open up a beauty school to help mentor girls, help them get further along in the industry, and be that mentor to them that I didn't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get to be a part of working with Meek University?
I just started following her on Instagram. One of my clients actually recommended me to her to join her business school that's in the city I live in. And she just posts so much inspiring stuff to young women who don't know anything, because we weren't taught nothing about being entrepreneurs. Like, we really had to figure and learn for ourselves. So just watching her, she just inspired me so much. And she teaches me a lot about business credit and just about having business ethics, and just scaling and keep going, not to stop, never stop, keep going. That's what she teaches me. So.
Okay. So you said that you were really pretty much self-taught.
Yeah.
So are you the only entrepreneur in your family?
Me and my brother, he has his own clothing business, but mainly, yeah, I started it. I started the way.
Okay. So what do you feel about the crew once you enter the house? I mean, what do you feel about the girls entering the house?
Everyone has, like I said, everyone has big queen energy, which I like, big boss energy. Everyone holding their head up high, so it makes you feel like, okay, like we up in here together. I don't see no side eyes or no one. I don't feel no hater energy, no jealousy energy. But you never know how people feel. But I didn't pick it up, so that's pretty good.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your childhood.
I grew up with just me and my mom, my stepdad, my brother. I had a good childhood for the most part, other than going through my own personal battles. Like,
Tell me a little bit about your personal stuff.
personal battles. Got my heart broken at a young age, trying to be fast, and fell in
age was
love. About I was in maybe sixth grade. Sixth grade, yeah, I had my heart broken, so I sent me down a path not knowing who I was, what I wanted to be, just feeling insecure, and I almost didn't even graduate high school because I was just so depressed, not loving who I am.
So do you think that you may have suffered from depression?
Oh yeah, I definitely suffered for about a good 5 years.
So what do you do to make sure that you keep your mental health up to par now? Because people are just getting into the space of really speaking about mental health.
Right.
You being a person that has already experienced it, as so am I, and maybe her and most of the other people.
Right.
Why? Tell me more about how you got out of it.
Okay.
And how do you keep your mental health up moving forward?
Well, number one, I had to place God at the center of my life because I was chasing everything outside of me except Him. And, I had to restructure and kind of rewire what I was putting first. So putting God first, I would say taking care of you, putting you first. I know people have kids and family and all of that, but you are your greatest investment. Rather, if it's going to get you a massage, going to get your hair done, your nails and toes done, like making sure you're feeding yourself. Because if your cup is not full, you cannot go pouring into somebody else's because people will just suck off of you. So I had to learn boundaries.
Okay.
I had to learn how to say no to certain things and not just say yes, 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 because people will drain you if you allow them to. So I would say God, putting myself first, setting my boundaries, and even just eating the right things, changing my diet a little bit so that I can feed my mind, feed myself, because we aren't taught that. We are taught just eat whatever, and that doesn't affect you, but it really does affect how you think and how you move. So
elaborate more on what you put in your body helping you through mental health. Like what made you, how did you know that, like, by eating healthy it can affect your mental health? Because that's a big thing. It's really true.
It is. I would say by just going on YouTube and just searching. I was really searching for happiness. So it led me down just on YouTube, on Google, how to find happiness. And I just started reading on different articles on what you eat, really affects your frequency, meaning like how much energy you have in a day. I was also feeling tired from working, so I was like, something gotta give. So I had started just taking my vitamins and really changing how much sugar and how much meat I'm intaking so I can have the energy to produce all the things I'm trying to manifest. Because, you can't be, I'm a lazy person, so I find quicker ways to do things, but it's always worked for me so far in the last 5 years of doing business. But you gotta have that energy if you wanna go to the next level. So I take that to heart. And also reading. Yes. Reading and listening at things that feed your mind. Mm-hmm. You always want to be grown, because if you're not growing, your mind is dying. We're like plants. So
what's your favorite book?
My favorite book, I would say right now, is called Happy, Sexy Millionaire. I don't know the author's name. I think his name's Steven. But it's good, especially for millennials and people around my age. I feel like it's good for them to stop seeking validation from social media so much, and really you had to be your own validation first. Yes. And then everything else gonna start coming to you.
Okay. So let's get a little deeper, okay? So tell me about this heartbreak. And how did you said it's kind of sent you into like a spiral of depression.
Yeah.
I'm asking you this question because it's happened with a lot of young girls.
Yeah.
And everybody is not going to bounce back like a boss the way you did. Right?
Thank you. Yes.
So we need to kind of touch on that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit of the whole backstory of that. Was he the love of your life?
No, he wasn't.
But at that time, you just started.
At that time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was the love of my life, but he moved away. He just moved. I was young. He moved to San Francisco. I couldn't drive, go see him. My mom wasn't worried about me being in love like that. So I was just heartbroken for a good 2 years, and another heartbreak came. I was chasing men for my happiness.
Okay.
So that's why I kept getting broke. God will let you keep getting hurt
Yeah.
when he's trying to redirect you.
Yeah.
And finally, about 5 years ago, I had a really severe heartbreak with somebody who just ghosted me, walked out of my life, and that just left me with just me. And at that point, I don't want to feel this way again, ever again. So I would tell women, like, really seek yourself first, and when you know you don't need a man to make you feel happy, that's when you're good. That's when God will send you your king, because when you're just seeking a man to fulfill you, he's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh, it's not gonna happen. So it let me down. At least heartbreak led me to finding myself.
Okay.
So I would do it all over again. I would get heartbroken again just to be in this spot where I am now.
So what are some other things? You said you didn't really, and you grew up pretty well.
Yeah.
But it was some situation that you got yourself in. So heartbreak led to depression. So what
Yeah.
are some other things that you kind of step your foot in on your road of getting to where you are now?
I was kind of mean to people, I would say, when I was young, because I was so hurt. So I would kind of be mean to people. But getting older and going through heartbreak, it made me realize you can't treat people like that. It led me to know what you put out, you get back. I'm really big on spirituality and the laws of the universe, and I'm all about just putting out positive so I can get it back and teach people, be the light in this dark world out here.
Yeah,
We
you
have
are
to
light,
be.
so
Thank you.
You're doing a great job with that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to be that lamp for everybody.
Okay. So let's talk about what's in the future for this business.
Yes.
Break it down. What do you want to do with this business?
Oh my
you have
God.
so many things that you can do.
I have so many things I want to do. Firstly, I just want to open up my first beauty school. And at the beauty school, I want to offer advanced services like microblading and lash extensions. I also want to grow it into a franchise. I want people to be able to invest in the business. I want them to, because it takes a lot to build a system. Essentially, people don't realize business is a system. So it's about building something that somebody can buy, that they don't have to go in and go build, because a lot of people don't have that time or even that will to birth that. So for girls, I just want to be able to provide something that they can invest in and have their own juicy glam in their city, that they can offer lashes and that offer the products there, and also teach other women how to make money, especially just with lashes.
So we talked about how what you put in your body, making you get away from depression.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, and we talked about self-care, but let's talk about making yourself, beautifying yourself, to give you some type of self-esteem and stuff like that.
Right.
What would you say to the younger version of yourself about how sometimes showing up in your outside can make you feel good on your inside because you have a beauty brand?
I would teach them that their true beauty is their light within them, and that they need to love themselves no matter, what other people around them have on, no matter what other enhancements girls are going to go buy. It's fine if that's what you choose, but I want them to realize that their beauty comes from the inside of them. Talking to themselves, having their affirmations, speaking life into themselves. Don't let haters around them, because girls are so mean. I've been bullied. I've been told, teased, because I was a big girl. I was a little plump back then, so I've been teased. Yeah, I was about 215. I lost about 60 pounds going through heartbreak. So that was another good thing that came out of that relationship. I lost weight. But I would just teach them that you're the focus. Build you a business so you can focus on that. You don't have to be a worker either. If you want to, go ahead, but build your own empire for yourself. I really want to teach women how to have their own, to be your own asset.
I'm so excited to meet you. I'm
Hi, Terry. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. Excited to be here.
Good. So let us know who you are. Let us know a little bit about your business.
I'm Terry Marie. I own a beauty brand. Well, it's a lash brand in the Bay Area. I cater to lash extension artists in the industry by giving them top luxury products.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you do lashes or?
Yeah, I do lashes, and I also provide the inventory for them.
Okay, so you offer wholesale?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So do you do classes?
I do classes as
well. One-on-one, group classes?
I mainly do group classes, but I'm gearing towards just more one-on-one intimate vibes for the ladies, especially during COVID time. More people want to just be one-on-one.
Okay, okay. So, so what is it like? What is a course cover? Like your group course, what does that cover?
So I offer 2 different types of classes. One is beginner, so I go over the full like lash industry, what they need, sanitation, type of products, how to market their business, how to brand their business. And in our master class, we go over how to customize more different looks with lashes, making them longer, adding glitter in them, adding color. Okay. And then we go deeper into marketing and branding for their business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your price points?
My price point, so say someone wants a full set of lashes, it would be about $165 and up.
Okay.
If someone wants to take a training with me, it would be about $1,000, and it includes. I usually include a mentorship with them because some girls just need ongoing, questions and answers. I like to be here for them.
Okay, so you good with doing lashes and doing classes, because typically people want to come from behind the chair and then focus on training.
Right. So right now it's I love it, but I do want to switch, to just be more of a teacher and just help all the students I have taught, and then help more students and get from behind the chair.
Okay.
I like making women feel beautiful. Yeah. It's time for me to just making women, teaching how to make money. That's
Absolutely.
It,
Absolutely. Like right now we are like really in a place where we are really taking things digital, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's important to focus on how you can make more money.
Right.
Doing less work.
Yes.
I understand you love it. Like that's cool. How long you been doing lashes?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you get into it?
Just inspiration, following that spark. When I saw it, I knew I wanted to do it, so I went back and I finally did it, and God's blessed me ever since then.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay, so the classes, so your lashes, so do you do lashes every day, or do you have certain days you do lashes, certain days you do classes? What does that look like?
I typically do classes Mondays or Saturdays. I give them a choice to pick between those 2, and then I lash Tuesday through Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your main goal? Is it to make more money, or you just want to keep making the people beautiful?
I want a franchise.
You want a franchise?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I want a franchise Juicy Glam Lash and have people just investing in have their own little Juicy Glam Lashes across.
Okay.
And that could be a store, it could be a salon, or a school.
Okay, cool. So you gonna open a school?
Yeah, a beauty school.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's
all lashes or?
I would say lashes, hair, and just skincare.
Okay.
And waxing.
So like a cosmetology school?
Pretty much cosmetology with the twist on it.
Okay. Yeah. What's the twist?
The twist is offering services that actually ethnic women want, because in beauty schools they don't really teach how to do wigs, how to customize wigs. So all that stuff I want to be able to offer to them. I won't be teaching it, but I'll network with multiple women who wants to come provide that learning skills for other women in the industry.
Okay, that's dope. I graduated from cosmetology school in 2002.
Wow.
Yeah, and I stopped doing hair in like 2001 and a half because I just couldn't deal. I can't deal with people like that. I can, but when it comes to like service, like hair services and like
it could be a lot. Clients could be a lot. I had to stop taking some type of people because their energy just.
Right.
Energy is real. I can't take
Absolutely.
all money.
All money ain't good money. All money ain't good
It's
money.
not.
I don't care if you down to your last dollar.
No,
all money ain't good money.
Exactly. I believe in that.
Right. Okay. So I want to focus more on the teaching aspect, right? Because like hands-on is cool, but then eventually, I mean, and you have like big things going on. Like it's only so long you're gonna still be able to do lashes for $165, right? It's time for you to like take it to the next level.
Yes.
So, do you have any ebooks or courses, like online courses and things like that, or is everything like in person?
Everything's in person, but I need to. That's a whole other market I can tap into.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna tell you something. So I got into digital products on accident. So I did this ebook about my life, and it was literally how I quit my 9-to-5. That was the title of it, and all it was just like my story. You know, me being a single mom, quitting my job, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then at the end of it, I had like the steps to start a business, right?
Right.
And so within like 2 weeks, I made $1,000, and I was like, hold on, like, wait, what? I was like, okay, it's up, right? And so then I start thinking about it. I'm like, everything that I know, I can turn digital. Like because I had started doing classes and stuff, but I'm like, if I could just do like a ebook on business credit or an ebook on how to start a business
Right.
or how to find vendors and different things like that, like why not, right?
Right.
People will buy that stuff.
Exactly.
So anything that you know, you can put it in digital form. It's important to have ebooks, digital planners, things like that. Like you can literally, that's a whole nother market that we can tap into.
That's a whole nother,
Yeah.
on top of the other one.
Yeah, so we'll write out a plan
Okay.
for you to tap into some things, some digital things. I want to kind of go back to the classes. So you're doing group classes.
Yes. I do one-on-one trainings as well, in
Okay.
person though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why haven't you tapped into like virtual?
I would say sometimes it's me. I stop myself sometimes from
Okay.
progressing, and I'm just motivating myself now to just go for it. Like if I have a thought
Right.
and I'm really inspired by it, just do it. Don't hold yourself back.
Right, absolutely. So what typically happens is we overthink everything, like
Yeah.
absolutely everything. But if you go virtual, you can tap into people in other places, right?
Right.
I've been saying since the beginning, like it's only so far your hood, your city, your state, it's only so far they can take you.
Exactly.
I'm born and raised in San Francisco, California, but when I made my first 6 figures, 2% came from the whole state of California.
Wow.
2%, right? And so it's important to tap into people other places.
Yeah.
I mean, because at that point, you can take your classes on the road.
Right.
The in-person classes, you can, so your group classes, you charge $1,000 per person.
Yeah.
Okay, which is, that's cool. And so how many people do you take in a class?
On my own, I would say about 6, and then if it's a bigger class, I'll hire one of my past students to come help me
Okay.
with the hands-on part.
Okay, that's cool. So imagine being able to do a class online and you can tap into 50 people or 100 people.
Right.
You won't be able to charge them $1,000, but depending, I mean, you can break it down in tiers, right?
Right.
You can start off at one price. You may have people that already have kits. You may be able to ship them out kits. That can be a whole different tier,
Right.
right? Where you can just like send them the product. So when you guys go live on the class, like they're able to actually,
product.
yeah. I mean, and it's the
love
same
that.
thing. Like virtual is kind of the wave right now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people realized that during the pandemic because we weren't able to have like in-person classes and
Right. Have to be creative.
exactly. Like if you didn't get creative during the pandemic,
Yeah.
you just ain't got it in you, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, we can put a plan together for that just to show you what exactly it would look like. So typically someone takes your class and then what happens to them after that? Like, can they just call your phone or?
So yes, I offer lifetime motivational mentorship. I know.
For how much?
It's included in the
Baby.
but it's just like
It's included in what?
the initial class.
Oh, hell no. Listen. So where's this thing held at? Like they call you, they text you, they
Honestly,
email
they don't
you?
even use it. I see when people get something for free, they don't really cherish it the way they should.
Exactly. Stop giving it for free.
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
get me right.
Okay. So, but how? So, if people did follow it, how would it work?
Honestly, they can text me their progress photos on them practicing on their live models or on the mannequin head. They can ask me for critique.
So they got your personal number.
They have my
They can
personal
text you at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, they don't get no text back. But
Oh, okay.
they can, yes.
Okay.
Essentially, that line is open for them.
That's cool. It's cute and all that.
Right.
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 People don't respect free. They don't appreciate it.
Right.
So you need to put something in place. Like do you do like consultation calls or anything like that? Okay. So that's something you can incorporate. We can include that in your plan. Pick my brain. Something
Right.
like that. But it's gonna be a button in your bio. Do you have Linktree?
No.
Okay, you need Linktree, right?
Yeah.
And so people respect things when they pay for it, right?
Yes.
So then they'll need to go and like book a call. What you could include in your classes after the class is an option for either, I would say a boot camp more so than a mentorship.
Okay.
Mentorships typically get pretty drawn out and then it's like nobody's doing nothing but
Right.
you, right? A boot camp, you set the price high, you put it for like 60 or 90 days, and then you can house it like on Facebook or something, and then you can go in there and drop information occasionally. They may get a call or two a month, something like that, but we can design that plan for you.
I would like that.
Yeah, but you got to do virtual. You got to do some virtual classes so you can tap into people other places. And then you for sure need some digital products. Because if you're even thinking about opening a school and all that different stuff, you can teach somebody else how to do some of that stuff.
Right.
We overthink everything. Like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know. I'm sure people call you, text you that you know personally. Like, how did you do this? How do you do that? No, you pay me. Just like you're going to pay somebody else, right? So it's important to set boundaries. And you can't let people just have access to you. They took a class with you, okay, cool, fine, but it needs to stop at the end of that class unless they invest in the next thing.
Right. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm
I'm sorry.
all that.
All right. Yeah.
My name is Latyra. I'm from Vallejo, California. I have my own scrub line called Thai Scrubs Palace, where I sell scrubs, lab coats, and all uniform apparel for like either your body sculptor, you're working in the healthcare field, they all purchase. I'm a pharmacy technician. So when I first started being a pharmacy technician, I couldn't find scrubs that fit myself. Like either they'll be too long, dragging on the ground, or be too tight. So I was like, you know what? I kept doing my research. Like, I need something that can fit, because I was just frustrated. So I ran it across an ad like 3 times, and I'm like, okay, this must be a sign. Like, let me just go with it. And it was a wholesale division that had scrubs. Okay. So then I signed up with them and started drop shipping through them. My goal is to start my own line. And to also have vending machines like in hospitals that can sell scrubs. Like they can come downstairs on their lunch and buy scrubs if they need it for emergency, masks, any of the PPE equipment that they need. I wanted to have it accessible like in the hospitals or dental offices. I didn't have any entrepreneurships at the time, no. But as I've started building my brand, it encouraged my sisters, it encouraged my kids. Like for Christmas, their Christmas present was their own business.
Okay. And tell me a little bit more about that.
So my daughter, since she's been like 2 years old, she's been making like commercials on her phone, like buy my lip gloss, it's $20, like, just being super creative. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna do lip gloss for her because I know that's her thing. Okay. And then my other daughter, she's 12, Princess. She is into phones and all this type of like phone cases and everything. So I got her own phone case and accessory line. Okay. Yes, definitely. Because I know that the way that their mentality is and they have that drive, that it's not going to be good for them to work for other people because they have that talent in them. Like I have my own ideas. Okay. Yeah. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. Okay. I think at first, they probably felt like it was like a hobby. They probably was like, when I finally had told everybody, they was like, oh, okay. And it wasn't like a big thing. And then I started doing like pop-up shops and they started coming and seeing like the turnouts. They're like proud of me and like excited. And I feel like it started them to like, oh, I should do this. Like this is my passion, and this is what I should do. So I feel like I'm being a role model for them. Like you don't have to work that 9 to 5. You don't have to do something that you don't have passion in. Like do what makes you happy. Okay. It's a day-to-day basis. Because sometimes it's imbalance. I still work 40 hours a week. And like I'm on lunch, like people placing orders, I'm on lunch processing the orders. Like or on my break, like processing orders. So I'm still trying to find that balance. But eventually I want to go full-time entrepreneurship eventually. So being the oldest, I felt like I had the most responsibility then and I do now still. I feel like I have to be a role model. Sometimes it was, frustrating but overall it's great. Like, cause we stick together. It's the outside people that kind of made it an issue, because we didn't even think about like it's 7 of us. You know, it was other people that they'll invite us to something and be like, oh, her and all her kids, you know. So it was kind of like that always was in the back of my mind, like, you know, some people may have thought of it like that, but we're super close. Like, even like I have kids and some of my siblings has kids, and our kids are super close. Like, and I love that generous relationship. Like, they love each other, and it's like, that's so good. Like, to have a cousin and siblings that you're just close with, and somebody to talk to when you need. It's definitely a plus. Like, we don't need to call a whole bunch of people to have a party. Like, it's us. Like, we deep. Like, it's cool.
That's cool.
First, I was just on Instagram. Her page popped up, and it said Vallejo. So I live in Vallejo, so I just kind of like clicked on it. Like, okay. Then I just started following her page, and I've just seen how she was super active and doing all these workshops. I'm like, okay, let me sign up for one. It was a virtual one, so I was like, okay, and it turned out so good. I got so much information afterwards. I just sat back, was like, I just learned so much stuff in this little bit of time. So then when she came to California, I was like, I gotta be in the room. Like, I can't be virtual, I gotta be in the room. So then after that, I was like, okay, this is it. I got so much knowledge. Like, I'm just ready to just branch off into a whole bunch of different things, but I want to make sure that my business, what I'm doing right now, is grounded first. Then after that, like, I learned about business credit. Everything of it came out of pocket. It was personal. It was nothing was given to me. When I started my business, it was from my hard-earned money. Yeah. So I learned so much. I'm like, if I'd have knew this back then, like, I would have, you know, but it's all a lesson learned. Yeah. Okay. I may have an ebook or maybe just an ebook. Yeah. I have a lot of other little things that I have, like, with my business. Like, I have like croc charms that's not even listed on my website that I also sell, and like compression socks, because nurses stay on their feet a long time. They need that circulation. So it's a couple other things that I need to branch into also, that I can also make money off of. So like maybe next month. Like, I already have them. I just haven't took that step to get to it yet. I felt happy. Like, everybody spoke and was super nice, and just learning what everybody does, even getting ideas and collabing with each other is super. It's good. Yeah. Already like, okay, what's your contact? Because I need that play. How did you do that? You know? Because it's always like, even though you know certain things, you don't know everything. You have to be teachable. You have to be teachable to grow. My plan is to research different products to have more scrubs, different, you know, colors, different, you know, shapes, more, because the ones I have, I love them. They're super comfortable. I always get good feedback, but it's always something you can improve on.
Hey, girl, you got your scrubs on, huh?
Yes.
Those pants look a little different, though.
They're called joggers.
Oh.
Yes, so they don't drag on the ground.
Oh. And everybody can wear those? The doctors, the nurses, everybody?
Everybody can wear them.
Oh, that's dope. How long has those been around?
I say maybe about a year or two.
Oh, okay. I said that like I'll be in the hospital, so no, I don't. But that's pretty cool, though.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so, tell me about your business.
The name of my business is Thai Scrubs Palace.
Okay.
I sell scrubs, lab coats, all apparel, uniform for hospitals, dental offices.
Okay, cool. So how'd you get into that?
I first started because I'm in the healthcare field right now.
Okay.
And I couldn't find like scrubs that fit myself. So I started doing research, and I found a wholesale company that has scrubs that fit really well. So that's how I started. And everybody would be like, I like your scrubs, where you get them from? So I'm like, this is a demand, it's a need.
Right, exactly, and it's important to fill needs, right? So it's your own. So you're buying them wholesale, or you have your own line of scrubs?
Right now I have a dropship company with two different companies.
Okay. Okay. So, and you make pretty good money with the drop shipping?
50%.
Okay. So you sell it for one price, and then you get half of
The profit.
you get half of the profit. Okay. And so do they ship out for you and all of that, or?
They do ship out for me.
Okay.
So I send them the order, and
Okay.
then once I send them the order and then the shipping costs, they ship it to my customers.
Okay. So have you ever thought about doing like your own line, like with your label and the tags, or?
I have.
Okay.
At first I was worried about the cost.
Okay.
Starting my own line.
Okay, so just say hypothetically, like the company that you're getting the wholesale from, just say you sell the scrubs for $80, right?
Right.
They get $40, you get $40,
Right.
right? And I get it, it's a seamless process, but like, what if you can get the same quality scrubs for like $5 to $7, right?
right.
And then you would make a bigger profit. And then you could take it a step further and you can be the wholesaler for people. I'm not saying drop ship for them. I ain't saying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying drop ship, but I'm saying you can offer it to other people for host. Like you can be who the people that you're getting your stuff through, you can be that person.
I get a lot of people reaching out asking, like, where do you get your scrubs from? Do you have any vendors? Do you, like, I get a lot of people asking them questions.
And what you do with them?
Um,
Answer that question. Y'all are crazy. Like, so the thing is, so how are people contacting you? Like through social media?
Social media.
And so you answer the questions?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, that's time consuming.
Yeah, it is.
And that could be time, you could be finding some labels to go inside your custom scrubs that you're getting ready to produce, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna put a plan together for you.
Okay.
Somewhat of a plan, just so you can test some things out. One thing that I do recommend when you leave today is to test out a few different vendors. Like order at least 2 samples from 3 vendors on Alibaba.
Okay.
Check the quality and things like that, and then just see if you would be interested in starting your, like, cutting the middleman out. Like that's the ultimate goal with everything. Like you can the higher profit margins, but more importantly, you can get into wholesaling.
Okay.
And then, I mean, you can even, like if they want their labels in it, you can have like a graphic designer create that, put that, that's an additional charge. You
Embroidery.
Embroidery, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's some things that you could tap into. And so where are you selling the scrubs at right now?
I'm selling right now. I have a website.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to do direct. I'm trying to tap into the direct part.
So what does that mean?
So like setting up at facilities, so like
Okay.
hospitals, and
Okay.
break room, like, you know, bring
Care
those-
homes,
care
stuff
home.
like that. Okay. Okay. So that sounds cool.
My ultimate long-term goal is to have vending machines in hospitals
That's
with scrubs
dope.
in it, and masks and all the PPE, you know, that they need.
Right.
It's right there.
Right. Get a vending machine now, like tomorrow.
Okay.
Not okay. I mean, why you look so scared? Like, what are you talking about? What you scared of?
Because it seems like it's just a lot. Like, I see the vision,
Okay.
but I feel like I don't have all the resources.
But why? You just do research. The thing is with people in business, they want to make everything so complicated. Some things aren't that complicated. It's literally doing the research, seeing what it is, and make it happen.
Okay.
Find you a vending machine, find somewhere to put it, throw some PPE stuff in there, some scrubs, and it's just as simple as that.
Right.
Like, we overthink everything. One thing that I always say is start where you are with what you have. So I'm not going to push you too far. We'll put a
Right.
plan together for the custom scrubs. I think that would be super dope for you to come away from the drop shipping
Okay.
and really focus on doing your own line.
Okay.
So the scrub industry, I don't hear much about. Is that something that you would be interested in teaching other people to get into, or are you scared of that too?
No, I'm not scared of that.
Oh,
Because people
okay.
ask me all the time, and you know, I feel like I'm passionate about it because I know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I really want you to do an ebook, right? That's money and sleep. But let's circle back to this vending machine.
Yes.
So this vending machine will be in hospitals, convalescent hospitals, okay, the care homes and all of that. And so, okay, so that's dope. Are there any other scrub vending machines out there?
No.
No? Okay, so how many people have you talked to about this?
Just you.
Okay, so what if somebody else starts this thing tomorrow? Like, have you considered getting a patent or a trademark or anything like that, or you just still playing with the idea?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a patent pending?
Yes.
Okay, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that, because it was in my head, but then it went over, and I had to circle it back because that's an untapped market that
It's in demand.
yeah. You gonna be ready to quit your 9 to 5?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you are looking for your way out.
Yes.
That's your way out.
Yes.
That's your ticket out.
It's my ticket out.
Okay. So yeah. So I think we need to focus on getting the custom line, but getting this one vending machine filled.
Okay.
And then wherever it is, so you can do franchises or take it, put it in different places, and then make 2022 your $1 million year.
Period.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna put a plan together. What other questions you have for me?
Far as like the ebook,
Okay.
how would that be done?
What do you mean? So like, how's it created?
Yes.
Or so I mean, ebooks. So when I did my first ebook, it was literally on a Word document.
Okay.
It wasn't cute. It wasn't pretty. It was in whatever Arial or whatever that main font is. It was literally in that, and I sold it like that.
Okay.
But then as I started making money, like I said, I got into digital products on accident. Then I started having people create my ebooks.
Okay.
The thing with ebooks, you don't want no fluff in it. A lot of people will spread it out so it's long. You don't need that. Like, straight to the point. Like, put all the facts and the good information in there, and then that's it. And like I said, once it's made, it's made.
Okay.
And then your next ebook can be like how you made 6 figures in like 45 days on your vending machine.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna put a plan together for you.
I'm excited.
That's what's up. That's
Yes.
what's up. So you'll hear back from us in about a week or so.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.